And so this really speaks to the strength of the MOOCs, of these massive open online courses, of being able to bring together a really large audience of learners. So our courses, the size of our courses range from sometimes 20,000, 30,000 students, up to our largest class, which has over 200,000 students. And if you think about taking this course and putting it in the classroom, there's no possible way that you can educate 200,000 students at the same time. And so online technology really allows for that. It allows for the instructor to reach a much larger population than ever possible. At the same time, it allows for students to learn and get access to an affordable, free education in a way that they otherwise may not have been able to do. And all this being possible while forging connections across the world among students who may be very different and who otherwise may not have had a chance to meet each other. And so this is kind of the public side of it. And so part of the mission of going back to the problems of availability and affordability is solved in part by online open education platforms like Coursera. But at the same time, online education also has a lot of potential to improve on-campus education. Next slide, please. So this is the concept of blended learning. Blended learning refers to the use of online education to supplement in-classroom content. So you can think about it as in the online context. Next slide, please. The online setting provides very high quality online content. And this can be, in addition to being watched by students all over the world, it can be used by one particular institution or one university. So one university can produce a course on their own campus, or they can adopt it from another school. And now think about applying this online course to an on-campus course. Next slide. And in an on-campus course, the benefits is that students have, next slide please, students have high-touch interaction with the local instructor, and through that can you go back to the previous slide? So in the on-campus classroom, there's a high-touch interaction in the sense that students can talk to the instructor, ask questions, engage more in depth with the expert of the field, and the instructor can also facilitate active learning and give his or her personal attention to students. And so blended learning refers to the combination of these two things, referring to the best of both worlds. So what does this mean? Well, in many of our universities now, we are trying out various experiments of having students watch the lectures online at their own time, so watch the lectures at home on their computer, and then go to the classroom and discuss these lectures. So in some sense, some people call it the flipped classroom. In a traditional classroom, you have students watching the lecture in the classroom, and then going home to do homework. But in this blended learning model, the classroom is flipped. You don't watch the lectures online in the classroom, but rather you go home to watch the lectures first. You get a sense of the material and you understand what is being taught at home on your own time. And then when you go into the classroom, that's when you engage with students in deeper discussions. And this allows for much more in-depth conversation and gives students more opportunity to ask questions to the professor in ways that otherwise may not be possible because of time constraints or resource constraints. And so this is a really exciting direction that Coursera and online education in general is moving towards. Beyond the promise of teaching to a global audience and bringing affordable learning to a global audience, there's also an aspect of improving on-campus education through the use of online technology. And so we have a lot of partner universities right now that are testing out blended learning. They are using Coursera courses to supplement their on-campus courses. And so far we are finding that many of these experiments are very beneficial, and that both students really like the experience of being able to watch lecture videos, but also that the instructor gets a lot out of being able to leverage online technology to be able to teach more and go into more challenging and more advanced concepts in the course. And so I've presented today the story of what we call the online revolution in education. We have talked about what was the problem of availability, as well as the problem of affordability, and how online technology applied to the education context can really help solve or address these two problems at scale by teaching to many, many students at the same time, and by reaching audiences that are otherwise hard to reach, and also by improving the ways that material can be taught in traditional campus settings. And next slide. And so this is really the kind of boundless potential of online education, what we call learning without limits. We really espouse the idea, we really believe in the idea that anybody, anywhere, with any background, cultural, economic, any type of background, can really learn without limits. There's nothing that should be constraining students. And so we have many exciting directions that Coursera can go in, and many exciting directions that online education can go in. So we are very excited to see what the next few years bring. It's certainly a very rapidly changing landscape for education, and we're excited to see what happens. So thank you for your time, and I'd be happy to take any questions.
We're going to check if there are questions. The students, please allow us a minute.
Okay. Clara, we have a question for you. There's a professor here who wants to know if the course designers are gathered someplace or if they are all around the world.
So the instructors? Sorry, to clarify the question, are you talking about one course?
Okay, the people, the MOOCs, the people who design the MOOCs, are they gathered somewhere in the USA or all around the world?
Oh, I see. So the people who create the MOOCs are the universities that we partner with. So let's say we partner with Tec de Monterrey. Within Tec de Monterrey, they have the decision of what courses Tec de Monterrey wants to create. And so maybe it's one math course, one computer science course, one English or one Spanish course. And so within Tec de Monterrey, they have their own course team. They have the faculty of the instructors, and maybe a group of teaching assistants, maybe a group of technical support specialists, video production team, and the administration overseeing this entire project. And so the entire team is within Tec de Monterrey, producing a course And then once we working closely with Coursera to create the course, to think through how to use the platform, and also how to innovate on the platform based on the vision that one instructor has. And then working together, that is how one course is created. So this would be a Tec de Monterrey course. For, let's say, a Stanford University course, that is a separate team. That is a Stanford team of a Stanford instructor, Stanford teaching staff, Stanford video production crew. And so every course is designed kind of all over the world based on the partner university.
Thank you very much. Or not? Clara, thank you very much. We have been very pleased to have you with us. We've learned a lot, and hopefully we are going to be able to watch your lecture many times and start using the principles you just talked about with your talk.
Excellent.
Muchísimas gracias. Les damos un aplauso a distancia.
Muchas gracias.
And we invite you to continue practicing your Spanish. Continúa practicando tu español. Fue un gusto, eres una joven muy linda.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias a ti. Muchas gracias.
Ella en los 4 salones, 1, 2, 3, 4, y ya tenemos aquí competencias tecnológicas.
Sorry, Clara. My computer stuck up in the controller table, and I think I broke something, but don't worry. It's worth it. Thanks a lot. You will be receiving a email from Dr. Chaire to deliver your diploma for being a participant, and but of course, how do you say it? One of our main speakers. So thanks a lot, Clara. Really nice to meet you.
Excellent.
And,
yes. Thank you so much for organizing everything.
Do you have another type of contact besides the email, Twitter, or phone number or something, so we can contact you?
I think email would be best.
Email.
Yes.
Don't worry, it will be email. So we'll send your diploma soon, and thanks a lot. See you soon.
No, thank you for the invitation. It was great to meet everyone.
Nice to meet you. A student is asking if she can contact you directly, so you can help her to solve some questions.
Absolutely, yeah.
Can we give her your email?
Yes, feel free to do that.
Okay, and to the other 2,000.
Yeah, at your discretion, sure. I'd be happy to sign up. Yeah.
Perfect. So thank you, Clara. We'll see you soon. Nice to meet you. He's Alejandro, and the one with the slide. Sorry for the delay.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much. Take care.
See you soon. Bye, bye, bye. From Mexico.
Bye.
Bueno.
Mira, te voy a pedir.